Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my second Q&A after seeing the Walking Dead Season 7 trailer from Comic-Con. In this one, we're going to start with talking about the theme of the trailer. Right, and of course, I'll put the link in the description to the trailer for you guys if anyone still hasn't seen it. Going to continue with the Q&As, and we'll do a breakdown video soon. As well as lots of others. Back to the regular, like one video a day type of deal for a while after the trailer. So continue to send me any questions you guys have. Lots of things to talk about with all the different little clips in there in the second half of the trailer. The first half is like self-explanatory, not much to say about that. I'll probably skip it for the breakdown video, to be honest. So, some different questions about the theme of the trailer, the theme song of the trailer, and I was also wondering this too. So I want to thank Luciana, who replied to a comment in the video. Forget which one exactly, but she replied to one. Anyone know the trailer song? And it's Ruel. Take It All. So I'll put the link in the description for you guys to the YouTube video so you guys can check it out and you can listen to it if you want to and hear the whole song through, because it gives us some indication of where they're going with the season when you know what theme song they use. Also had some questions about which theme I liked best personally, and you guys can write which trailer and which theme you like best in the comments below. This one's pretty good. I also liked Season 6's Arsonist Lullaby, Hosier. That one was awesome, man. I really like that theme. And the Season 4 theme, Serpents by Sharon Von Etten, something like that. That one's great. I can't find some of the earlier trailers. I was looking through AMC's channel. I was like, did they delete some of their trailers? I don't know. Maybe I haven't looked close enough and I have to take more time to look through. But I was trying to find some of the others and I can't really find them. So people are asking me, which is your favorite trailer, Trev? It's kind of hard to say because they remove them, or it seems, or I'm just too stupid to find them, I guess. I'll have to look more closely later. But yeah, so those are some of my favorites for sure. Season 4's Serpents, Season 6's Arsonist Lullaby. Maybe Arsonist Lullaby my favorite, and then Season 7, Take It All. So the lyrics also post a link in the description. Through Hell's Gates, the ground shakes, and valor wakes, and so it begins. Vengeance waits, fury reigns, with all at stake, and so it begins. So it begins where worlds collide, blood divides, when darkness falls, fate calls, this winter breath, taste of death, where iron meets flesh, we'll take it all, so it begins. That's literally all the lyrics for the song. There's some repetition in there. So, it makes me think about, like, Take It All. This trailer is like a Saviors trailer, which is really weird. Like, it's not what you would expect, and it's not what I think a lot of people would have expected, at least to some degree. You get to see Shiva, you get to see the tiger, which I did expect to see that with Ezekiel and the kingdom and that, and that's really cool. But aside from that, with Tara and some of the mix-ins, this is predominantly a Saviors trailer. Getting to see a lot of scenes with Negan, a lot of scenes with Dwight. It's cool, man. It's really cool. So I feel like this is their theme, Take It All, as Dwight says, and as we've seen in Season 6 and in the comic books and everything. Negan pretty much owns people. He takes your group under control, and he takes at least half of what you have, if not more, maybe take it all in certain occasions, whatever he kind of wants to do. It's all, he views it all as his, your property, like the guy on the bike said, who's still unnamed so far as I know. You and all of your stuff now belongs to Negan, and it's not yours anymore. So that, to me, that kind of is a good choice for a theme, I think, for Negan and for the Saviors, because that's exactly what they do. I also like the gates in here. It makes me think of like Negan banging on the gates and stuff. Ground shakes, valor waits, vengeance waits. Vengeance for who he's gonna. This theme is like a perfect choice for this season. Whoever he's killed. Of course, Rick is going to want to get vengeance, which we haven't seen anything of that in the trailer yet. But just logically, of course, he's going to want to. Fury reigns with all at stake, so it begins. It is kind of the beginning of a new section of The Walking Dead. I mean, it's quite a bit different from the feel of Season 5 or even the first half of Season 6 and prior. Having kind of a larger world, having the different groups and having the Saviors there with Negan, it's quite a bit different. Rick has effectively met kind of an evil version, I suppose, or so the evil version. He has met another leader who is as dominant. Maybe not dominant, it's not the right word, but who is maybe even more successful, I suppose, in the zombie apocalypse than he is, using totally different strategy rather than using charisma, rather than using, the right way to, I would say, positive leadership. I would say Negan is doing the exact opposite. He leads through fear. He leads through domination, having people kneel before him. He does it. He does it all through, the other way. He goes the other way with it, and so far has even more survivors, has even more people on his side of the saviors than Rick does. So it's really interesting to see Rick meet somebody like this that he hasn't seen anything like before. So it begins where worlds collide, blood divides, when darkness falls, fate calls. And iron meets flesh. So we'll take it all. So yeah, it's like to me, my interpretation of it is it's like a savior's theme. It's cool. I liked it, and I did like the trailer quite a bit. BMGaming says, Q&A, do you think AMC will do All Out War justice? So that's a tricky one. Now, I think so. I think they will. There are going to be limits. Each episode only has a certain amount of time frame. Sometimes they extend them, which is good. But they're going to have to spread it out over multiple episodes. It's going to have to be pretty big. And it looks like AMC is doing a great job of making things big. If you see all the different environments and everything, that stuff isn't cheap, man, to build whole communities and all these different sets and everything. And from the look of the trailer, we're getting to see a lot of different locations, which is good, because then we're not just stuck seeing Alexandria all the time. In Season 6 and late second half of Season 5, we spent a lot of time at Alexandria, and now it looks like, that's still going to be home, so it'll be there, but there's a lot of different locations, there's a lot of different things happening, and it'll be cool to get to see a lot of those different locations this season and, going forward, and All Out War should be pretty awesome to see it all, of course, adding in a bunch of zombies and stuff. So I think AMC's doing a good job of elevating each season. They're making it a little bit bigger. If you look at Season 2, for example, where there's just a few zombies here and there, and then at the end there's a bunch, compared to Season 6, and there's a huge, army of zombies. It's crazy. So it's quite a bit different. So and it's elevation. They're getting bigger and bigger and better as they go, I think. Bill Boros said, which season trailer do you like best? So that's why I was talking about that a little bit earlier. It's a great question, man. It's like, which is my favorite? Usually the newest one would always be my favorite because it's hot and it's fresh and it's new. In hindsight, I don't know, man. This season, the thing about this season's trailer, a lot of people, and I didn't think about this right away, but the criticism is true. We don't get to see a lot of new stuff with our core group of survivors. So that's different. And of course, me personally, I'd love to see Negan. I'd love to see what they're doing with him. And that's the most exciting part to me anyway. But it is fun to see, the familiarity of Andrew Lincoln as Rick in scenes, and Daryl and Carl and everybody. So I think they're going to have some more stuff for us before for the season premieres, but of course they're holding back on some things this year due to the type of story they're telling, and due to the fact that there was a cliffhanger and stuff, and they don't want to give us any indication of who's going to survive that. They want to keep us on the edge of our seat, so to speak, which is understandable too. Maybe Season 6 is my favorite trailer ever. After it's been a day now since I've seen the trailer, and the initial craziness is kind of filtered in and everything. Maybe Season 6 trailer my favorite. I really do like Rick running and everything, and him and Morgan and that dynamic and everything, and the way they play it off. But it's a bit misleading too, which this year they didn't really do, which is also different, I suppose. Season 5 trailer was good, but I can't find it. Again, issue with that. Season 4 trailer was great, and I don't even remember at this point the season. I'm trying to remember it, because I remember I was so stoked for Season 3, seeing the governor, seeing Merle, but I don't remember the trailer for it. I don't know. I'll have to try and dig some of these up. But if I had to answer you quickly, I always liked the newest at the time. Maybe in hindsight, Season 6 might be the best trailer. I just really liked the Rick running and everything. It's just, it was really, man, Season 6 was an incredible season for sure. Season 5 was good too. Bob G says, just wanted to ask you this question for a Q&A. Which trailer was more exciting, Fear the Walking Dead's trailer or the Walking Dead trailer? Do you have to ask that, Bob? Come on. Don't ask a stupid question. No, it's okay. No question is a stupid question. I don't want to act like that. You guys can send me whatever you like, and sometimes it'll get through, sometimes it won't. It's just what it is. I try to include a little bit of randomness so everybody can kind of get, a better chance of getting a question through for the videos. But I do like to pick ones that are really good too as well too. So I factor all that in. The Fear the Walking Dead trailer, maybe they should have released it on a different day, but they want to couple it with The Walking Dead, so I get that. They want to have people check out both. They released it first, which for me is like, it hasn't been that long since we saw, the first half, and the second half's coming, and yeah, I'm excited for that too, and it looks really good. You could maybe make a case that maybe the Fear trailer, I don't know, you can make a case maybe you think the Fear trailer is better because half of the Walking Dead trailer is kind of flashbacks. So you can make that case if you want to. Me personally, I mean, The Walking Dead is The Walking Dead. Fear's got a long way to go to get there. It's great, and it's really good, but it's only in a couple seasons. It's got to build the momentum. It's got to build up, that kind of few seasons in and get those character, viewer-character relationship tethers really going good, strong, and then maybe we'll be at a similar type of range where people are enjoying Fear as much as The Walking Dead. Right now, it's just not there. I'm not sure X factor why. It's hard to say. But The Walking Dead's the original. Everybody loves it, and Fear's good too. But The Walking Dead's going to overshadow it, and that's okay. I like to get Fear as well too. But the original is probably always going to overshadow it. That's probably always the way it's going to be, unless they do some really amazing stuff with Fear and have some incredible writing. We'll see what happens, but generally, the original, The Walking Dead, is probably always going to be the best. KP Ray will do a couple more. Says, what and who do you think Tara and Heath were running from? Do you think there is a possibility those walkers at the very end could be the Whisperers? Maybe too soon to introduce them, but thought they looked kind of similar. Yeah, that's an interesting one, and I've heard a few people say that so far. I don't think there's enough to indicate. I didn't see any of the zombies holding anything, and if you're looking at Whisperers, they're probably going to be holding knives, butcher knives or something. And it's a little early yet to see them, but sometimes Gimple likes to include little touches earlier on, and then we come into it later. So maybe some Easter eggs for them we'll start to see this season. I wouldn't be surprised by that if we start to see some Whisperers Easter eggs in the next couple seasons, because he does do that, and he's done that quite a bit. Having Glenn holding the bat earlier on in season 5, the Wolves Not Far stuff before they actually showed up. So he's done a lot of stuff like that. It's worked out good, so maybe we could see something like that, but it doesn't from the trailer. I don't see it yet. It doesn't seem like it yet, but we'll see. We'll see what they've got for us in that. What do I think Tara and Heath are running from? Maybe it's a bunch of zombies, or maybe there actually is a group after them. And I wouldn't be surprised, because I do think it would make sense for this first half if I was writing it. I think it might make sense to have another group of survivors in there so that we can kind of get to see, maybe they're at odds with Heath and Tara. Maybe Heath and Tara have to run from them or something, or they get into some kind of gunfight and have trouble getting away, or maybe capture one of them or something. And it'll be interesting to see, because Dwight's also facing off with somebody, and we don't know who. So it wouldn't surprise me if we get to see the Savior's perspective on things, and how Dwight has to go out and he's forced to track down people and do what he's doing, and get to see his perspective. Maybe they could use an add-in group. I was talking about expectations and predictions for the season, expecting to see maybe a group added in or something else, a little extra, to kind of just fill it out a bit, or just kind of space it out and give us the understanding of the Savior's perspective on things. So that's what I'm kind of thinking, and I hope we'll see. Anyway, call it here for today's video, guys. Keep sending me your questions. I have lots of videos coming, of course, as usual, almost every day. Should have another one tomorrow for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed the trailer. Hope you're enjoying it. I love this time of the year because we just get the trailer. There's lots of new stuff to talk about Walking Dead, and man, just so awesome. Just can't wait for the season. Fear, yeah, I'm excited for Fear too, but I'm really excited for Walking Dead as always. If you guys like the video, you know the drill. Thumb it up, share, favorite, and if you're new, subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for today. So we'll see you guys again probably tomorrow, as always. It's Trev. Or check out some of the videos yesterday. I did 4 yesterday, so if you missed any of them, which I don't expect everybody to watch all 4 in the same day, so check out the videos if you want to see another one. They were in the channel yesterday. There's 4 of them. So that's it for this one. See you guys again tomorrow. As always, it's Trev. Same peace. Later, guys. See ya.
You better subscribe.